listener production. It's time to get scrumptious with two sexy English muffins.
It sounds delicious and it's adorable.
It's Matt and Alex all-day breakfast.
Serious question, Alex Dyson. Is there anything worse than putting a password in with a TV remote?
Oh, my God. I was stuck doing that the other day, and I'm surprised I made it to work on time. The length of time it takes to get something like that correct, or with your Xbox controller, or with whatever.
Oh, it is the worst. I mean, there's no other way to do it, but every time the screen pops up, you just think, oh, and then you're thinking like, why are all these letters and numbers on the opposite sides of the keyboard?
There is a different way, because my TV remote's got a little microphone. Press it, say what you want to say because I was trying to search something on YouTube. Woods goes, no, press this button, say it, said the whole thing, came up straight away.
Oh, that's good, man. And do you want to give your bank account details to, the New World Order as well? Like, they're listening. Is there anything else you want to give to them? All your family secrets, where the treasure's buried. Huh? You can actually just sell your soul on eBay if you want now, because, that's what you're doing, just giving them everything.
Should sell my soul as an NFT. Maybe I should do that so that I finally get some money for my soul.
That's not a bad idea. We might be talking about NFTs one of these days. Hey, there was lightning chat yesterday, and guess what? There's lightning chat today, okay? You think it stopped with me? Well, you're wrong, pal.
Well, I was wondering why Lightning had it out for you. And I think that Lightning is trying to get revenge because it failed in its first mission, okay? Much like Terminator tried to kill Sarah Connor originally, and then in Terminator 2, they tried to kill Sarah Connor's son, right? We've got a similar story happening today a little bit later on with a very special guest giving All Day Breakfast a call.
And we've also got Kim from the Presets chatting to us today about his latest project. We're also going to be talking about chickens, and that's happening right now. This is Matt and Alex, All Day Breakfast.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's go. Here we go.
Matt and Alex all-day breakfast.
Well, Matt, yesterday we did talk about the ways in which the pandemic affected Gwyneth Paltrow. She said she went off a little bit off the rails, got into the carbohydrates and the quinoa whiskey, 2 a night, incredibly. But other people are finding different tactics to get through, and one of which, and I got to put my hand up. I was on the websites for this particular one, getting some pets, having companionship during this time. We looked at the adopt a little kitten website during the pandemic.
Oh, did you really? Did you want to get a kitten? You're not a dog person? I thought you were a dog person.
No, not a dog person. More a cat person. I don't hate dogs like you do, though.
Yeah, you're going to say you've done your bit to defend them through my tirades.
Dogs are cute. I find cats cute too, though. And I would, if I was classifying myself as a person, it would be a cat person.
Well,
but I could, according to the statistics, people are not dog people, nor are they cat people. They're chicken people.
So, in terms of if you asked me, hey, what are the things that you might be able to rent, all right, I would put down to, you rent a bicycle on holidays, okay? Rent a few DVDs from the video store, maybe even maybe you rent a video game machine. The fact that chicken rentals have increased by 900% since the start of the pandemic is blowing my mind.
That's it. People in America, this data is from, are apparently renting chickens at an unprecedented rate. And that is, they're provided with a coop or a hen or two, and they get to try it out. They provide eggs, they provide companionship, and a couple of laughs that may not have been there before.
But that's the thing. I thought, sweet, rent a chicken, get brekkie. Breakfast every day, you're sorted. Maybe an omelette at nighttime. I didn't realise that this was for companionship as well.
Yeah, well, representatives of Essential Living, which is a pet-friendly apartment rental company, told Insider magazine that it saw a 900% increase in chicken rentals in the UK between March 2020 and March 2021. And the same in the US. Some chicken companies have doubled their chicken rentals, according to National Geographic.
Well, it's incredible stuff. And we love getting... we love getting the scoop in Matt and Alex All Day Breakfast, but I think this time we're getting the coop. Well, it's actually very surprisingly exciting because we've managed to contact one of these chickens.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Because all of the feedback coming from this, a typical chicken rental model works by giving families these chickens. Like all the families saying, yeah, it's great to rent a chicken. We love it. Companionship. I get the eggs. Not one of these articles is asking what it's like for the chicken being rented out. And so that's why I'm very, very happy to introduce to you right now Liam Hensworth, who joins us live via satellite. Hello, Liam.
Oh, hello, Alex.
Tell me you're going to do a voice.
Oh, what? What voice? This is who I am. Buck, 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 buck.
Liam, I mean, how long have you been able to rent yourself out for human companionship?
Well, let's just say I sort of fell into it. Buck, buck. Offering
Is that because
people...
you're flightless and if you fall from a large height, you cannot stop yourself?
Yes, well, I offer people the poultry experience. That means no...
Voices and puns.
That means we can hug, but no kissing on the lips.
So on the beak?
No.
Okay.
I'll snip you.
No kissing on the beak. Okay.
Yes, and most of the time, I'll tell you what these people do. I come over to their house, and we sit on the couch. Quack, quack. And sometimes I accompany them to dinner or some type of ball.
Are the people you are rented to, are they vegetarians themselves?
Well, every now and then they'll ask to have a bath with me, and let me tell you, I'll notice if that water's getting a bit hot. Certainly when they start throwing in the carrots and the onions, I think, wow, what's going on here? And also, for some of the kinkier ones, let's just say they don't have to reach far to get a feather. You know what I'm saying? They want a bit of feather action. I just have to brush up against their soles. Yeah.
Oh my God. I want to leave this in the podcast, not because it is in any way funny, but it's just more a scientific snapshot into a man losing his mind. Sorry, Liam, what do you think of the critics out there, all right, who say, and these, they could be some chicken prudes.
Suck on eggs! That's what I tell them. I tell them to suck on eggs.
You are selling your body. You do not have any self-respect, okay? What do you have to say to those people?
Renting chickens is one of the oldest professions ever. It's chicken rentals and acting. Okay.
Well, this chicken run has come to an end, so we might say goodbye to Liam Hensworth joining us from his 3-story coop outside of Byron.
Thank you. And I'll be watching the football this weekend. Go the Roosters. We're back.
Coffee? Yeah, coffee.
A 7th coffee never hurt anyone.
Oh, I feel a buzz.
So, Matt, can't remember if I told you, but when we were building Comedy Republic, right, getting it all ready to go, we're looking at like, right, we want to redo these toilets, maybe try and add an extra one in, looking through tiles, that kind of thing. This is pre-pandemic. So our plans were big.
Yeah.
A lot bigger than just, we can paint.
Did you think about calling Shayna? Andrew Winter? The team? Charlie?
I thought about sliding into Shayna's DMs. I'd already accosted her at an airport one time and said how big a fan I was. So I thought, look,
you can't
I'll
tell
leave
her that you're a big fan.
Bit.
I'm a big fan of Shayna.
No, I am.
No,
Matt.
I can assure you, I've seen every episode of Selling Houses Australia.
Yeah, well, I'm such a big fan that I'm going to put myself through the pain of watching The Celebrity Apprentice just because she's on it. All right? I don't think you'll do that. Didn't think so. Now, while we were sort of doing that, it's like, oh, there's not much room in here. Why is it? And we walk around the outside, look at the walls. Like there seems to be some dead space in here. What do we got to get this? Got to have a look at what we can do with this. Builder comes in, little saw through the plywood, cuts a little peephole, okay, in the wall. Guess what's in there?
Look, there was a story that came out recently where a lady checked under the storage area of her cupboard stairs and then found a whole other set of stairs and went down to a basement.
What?
There was writing on the walls, art and everything. They were saying people are like, there's definitely been someone down here. Whether they believed that it was someone who was being kept there or whether it was in fact some sort of shelter during World War II is yet to be decided. But that was there a peephole into some sort of dungeon?
No. But what there was a large, probably 1.5 meters tall safe.
You're joking.
Nope.
Wait.
Safe
In the wall.
In the wall. It's been walled in between the main bar area and the toilets. A walled in area. It was this dead space. Opened it up. There was a safe.
Oh, my God.
So we open up the full wall, okay? The safe is open. Nothing in it.
Ah!
So annoying.
That is so annoying. I immediately thought riches.
I know.
I thought
gold
art,
and rubies.
I thought art or riches.
In
Monets. That's what I thought. I thought Monets are in the wall of Comedy Republic.
In fact, it was the exact opposite because we're like, okay, it's a safe. We can get rid of this, put a toilet here. Perfect. Bathroom renovation's done. But it's such a big safe. Call up Safe Removals R Us. It's like, yeah, we got a safe here. Can we get rid of this? They're like, yeah, sure. Whereabouts are you? First floor, second floor? It's like, oh, it's the second floor of this thing. It's like, okay, yep. Yeah, that'll be about $40,000 to get rid of that.
No. Are you kidding?
No. So a safe, that's costed us money, all right? So
wait, it costs $40,000 to remove the safe, plus they get a free safe.
Yeah, we're not selling them the safe.
I'll tell you
We've
what,
probably taken off the safe from the price.
That's robbery right there. All right, that is highway robbery right there.
Yeah, I should put some things in the safe and wait for robbers to steal it out of the building for free. If I put 20 grand in there and leave the key on the ground,
cheaper.
Be cheaper to get bloody thieves in. Anyway, we got a bloody safe in our thing. It's like, okay, well, this is no good. Now we have an empty safe and a hole in the wall. So eventually,
where you wanted a toilet, so you could have very secure poops as well. Do you know what I
a little
mean?
safe space for.
No one's going to guess whether it's occupied or not. You know, they're going to need a hell of a code to get in there.
The combination, yeah, I tell you what, yeah, we need a bit more ventilation. But anyway, is this Friday yet? Anyway, so we're like, well, we're just going to have to wall this back up, right? So it was open for a while, and eventually the builder came back and just replaced the wall that he'd done. But then our poor front of house manager Jeffrey, God bless his soul, it's like, hey, has anyone seen my jackets? I just left them. I left them leaning over the safe.
Oh no!
And we had to say, mate, we're sorry. It is walled in. It's been plastered. We've painted it. Your jackets are now waiting for people to come through, open it up, and go, oh my God, this robber got trapped. There's his jackets. And we just need a skeleton, and then there's a whole new narrative for the historians. But anyway. Ever lost something where you know where it is?
Ever lost a safe in a wall of a building? No, funnily enough, I haven't. Need Brad Pitt and his mates to come along to kind of kung fu flip their way through some laser beams and to finally, unlock it.
Yeah, so look, I don't even know if there's talk back in this, but what have you found in a wall? What have you lost? But you know
safe
where it
stories. I don't know. Yeah, because I don't know. I don't have any safe stories. I've always wanted to kind of, my closest thing is, hotel safes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Putting the passport in them, but they don't seem like they'd take $40,000 to remove. How big was this thing?
It's massive. Yeah, it's a big bertha.
What?
So anyway, well, hey, How about talkback? Anyone want a free safe?
Don't. Someone will
kick it
take you up on that offer. And also, you're at a comedy club, so at least we know now where to put the hecklers. Okay,
Exactly.
so...
Oh, goodness me. This is All Day Breakfast.
Order up! Just how you like it.
Perfect.
All day breakfast.
Matt O'Kine, super excited. Checking the liner notes for the brand new ABC mini docu-series Phenomena, which is coming out because it includes a bit of a soundtrack from one of our favourite people here at All Day Breakfast. Kim from The Presets has put together the soundtrack for this really interesting sounding series. So we thought we'd get him on the phone and have a chat right now. Hello, Kim.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Well, good, thanks. Look, I have to admit, I was a bit unsure about what this show would be about or to be completely honest, how interesting it could be. And then I checked out the trailer. Well, I was like, because it's like, it's about naturally occurring, forces in nature and patterns and stuff. And I was like, I don't really understand this. Anyway.
There's not a dick and balls joke in the whole thing at all. This is not up my alley at all.
I click on the trailer and I'm literally like transfixed to the screen. It is the most hypnotic viewing. It is incredible what nature holds when you get up close and personal. Did you have the same gravitation to this project?
Yeah, I absolutely did. I mean, when it was pitched to me as an idea, I was the same. I was a bit skeptical. Like it sounded like, this might wear a bit thin.
What was your pitch? Hit us with what they told you, Kim, when they go, we want you to make the music. What did they say?
The pitch was actually awesome. It was like, it's a bit Carl Sagan, Cosmos, and like all this stuff. Like it's sci-fi, it's science meets art. It's hypnotic, it's trippy, and and then when I just thought, I don't know, this could be a bit naff at the same time. But then they sent me through their kind of works in progress, and I was just like, sign me up immediately. And just purely based on the quality of the visuals, like it's just such amazing definition. I've never seen anything so like clear.
Absolutely. And I guess it's the reverse of how you'd usually operate with the presets where you'd write a song and then go, all right, I've got to come up with a video clip for this. But you had this incredible visuals and then you're set with the task of making some music. How did that work in your brain?
It was awesome. I want to do this all the time. It made my life so much easier rather than having to sort of like, we need to come up with a banger that's going to make, 3,000 people jump up and down, and just throwing shit at the wall and nothing works for years and years. No, this was great. Not only did I not have to make bangers, I could write music that moved in the same direction as what I was looking at. And, I've never really done anything like this before. So it was a great learning curve and just very nourishing for me.
Well, let's talk about what you were looking at because each episode, there's 9 episodes, they're around about 5 minutes each, and they do look at the way that nature kind of happens, the way that it exists, the way that it unfolds. It follows different categories like energy, matter, light, electricity. What were some of these naturally occurring events that you got to witness so close?
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to see, for instance, with energy, you got to see like these sort of microchemical reactions happening in, paint pigments. And he's just dropping alcohol in and it's shot with such a incredible macro lens. And really he's shooting these tiny little 2-inch Petri dishes. But the information that's coming through with these lenses that he's shot it on is so detailed. It looks like you're looking on the surface of the sun.
Wow. So you're saying you're actually watching paint dry, but it's incredibly fascinating and engrossing.
It's always 4:20 in my studio, Alex.
That's it. Goodness me. And so that you're making music to that. You sit down, you want to write your first piece of music to this. Where do you go? Do you hit the synths? Do you get on the drums, where you're used to at the home and the presets? Where do we work with?
Yeah, well, I did have to figure out a kind of process to move forward on here because these guys have been working on this project for a couple of years and they've been working to a lot of temporary music. And I did get the sense in my first few conversations that there was going to be a bit of demo-itis, like, creeping in. Like, can you just make it a bit more like the temporary music? So I demanded that I didn't demand. I requested that they sent me the videos with no music on them. Mm-hmm. And I was really scared to check out their temporary music just in case it infected me.
Sure. We got temporary music here, Kim. Would this work with it?
Man, where were you 6 months ago?
Hey, could have helped out there.
Was there ever an instance where you're like, I think I'm going to have to play this one live? Is there, did you go, this isn't for a radio wave. I think this is for 3,000 people at a festival.
No, actually. I mean, the beauty of this, the timing of this came, after everything happened last year, Jules and I decided to have a little bit of time away from the preset. So it was very cathartic, and I really did not have my head in that world at all. And and I think if you hear the music as well, for me, it doesn't sound remotely anything like what we do it's
in the live setting.
Well, there's 9 episodes, as Matt mentioned, Ultra HD, 4K. It's going to be released weekly every Tuesday on the ABC Science's YouTube and ABC social media. And there's a special 28-minute experience which you can watch now on ABC iView as well. I love the episodes here. You've got Energy, episode 1, Matter, Waves, Light, Electricity, Magnetism, Gravity, Magnitudes, Evolution as well. A lot of TV series, people the fan base has a favourite episode. It could be The Soup Nazi with Seinfeld or something like that, or The Training Day with The Office. Do you have a favourite episode of these? What would you reckon? What would you direct people towards?
I think Magnetism is pretty amazing. It's super abstract and quite weird. It's all these magnetic liquid, kind of dancing and being attracted and repelled to each other. And it's quite beautiful and strange. And also Waves is amazing visuals as well. It's water and sand reacting to vibrations within a speaker or a vibrating surface, and it just creates these unbelievable patterns. So yeah, it really is quite amazing and freakish what nature is capable of.
Wait a second.
Already know.
Now that you're saying that, those clips of the waves crashing in the trailer, are they not from the actual beach?
No, those ones are.
Oh,
but the other one is waves, like sound waves.
Oh, sound waves. Yeah, okay. And what about Evolution? What do you see in the Evolution episode?
Joseph actually grew some kind of organism in a dish, and it looks like a blood clot. Getting bigger and bigger. And then and then there's I think they did a time lapse of tadpole turning into a frog.
Goodness me. Might be to the Fatboy Slim Right Here, Right Now video clip. Could be a little bit like that. But Kim Moyes from the presets and now composing this music for the new show Phenomena. Thank you so much for joining us, and hopefully we will be in a mosh pit near you very, very soon, having a little jump around.
Looking forward to it. Nice to chat to you boys again.
You too. Thanks, Kim.
See ya.
All-day breakfast with a cup of tea with a tea bag stuck in it.
Well, Matt O'Kind, huge stuff this week when you finally revealed the riveting tale of you flying on a plane and the plane getting struck by lightning. I mean, it had twists, it had turns, it had turbulence, and goodness gracious, wasn't it a good time?
It was electrifying. It was like a scene from Grease. It was, and people have just bombarded the inbox at matt.and.alex, just saying more. We want more lightning stories, preferably involving yourself or direct family members. And you know what? I live to give.
Yeah, well, you thought that story was good. Wait till you hear the original, because it turns out the daddy Mac O'Kind, father of Matt O'Kind, has his own lightning story, which could end up having twice the wattage of the original anecdote.
They say that lightning never strikes the same place twice. Well, The Okines are about to give you double the dosage. All right, now
Let's cross right now to Brisbane, where Mac Okine joins us now. Hello, Mac.
Hello, how are you going, Alex?
So good. It's been a while since we've chatted. How are things? Everything all right in Brisbane? Are the chickens going okay?
I could have been better.
oh, why? What's going on?
Oh,
Nothing.
That's
But it
why.
could- but it
There's
could be
nothing
better.
going on in Daddy Mac's life at the moment.
Yeah.
do you need to take
Hey.
up a new hobby or something, Mac?
I'm really, really ready to go to Rainbow Beach for fishing trip next week.
Oh,
Are
You
you
catch
hearing
some
those mud crab snips in the distance, and you just
Yes,
wanting to get
yes,
up there
yes,
and chuck that net out?
but look, let's get down to the real nitty gritty here, Dad, because I told a story yesterday in which my plane got struck by lightning. This is a few years back now, and when I thought about it, I realized that lightning strikes run in our family. You have your own encounter with lightning, don't you?
Yes, I did. That
Well-
was in May 1959.
Oh,
So we're going way back.
Yeah, very weird.
this would have been around the time when lightning was invented. and so where were you? Picture how old? Like, you're a young boy, and where were you?
Yeah. No, I was in a classroom. We were playing around early in the morning about 7:30.
And this is indoor classroom or outdoor?
Yeah, indoor. No, inside the classroom itself.
Yep.
And it was there was thunderstorm, and we're playing, mucking around in the classroom, and all of a sudden, I felt a bolt at the back of my leg, as if somebody has hit me with a baseball bat. And I turned around and asked the kids, "Who did it?" But then I saw two other guys lying on the floor.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
And
See,
what did
Alex,
you say? Like when you turned around, you saw these people on the ground. What did you say to them? What was the conversation like?
Then they all said, they were nearly fainted, and they said, "Oh, we've been struck by lightning." So I was going to accuse them for hitting me with the baseball bat.
But it was Zeus who hit you with his baseball bat.
Wow.
Did you, though, Mac, get any superpowers from this incident?
No, I don't know, but it was a shock. What I mean by a shock, because I was so angry that somebody hit me so hard at the back.
Did your teacher see it or anything?
No, the teachers were not in class by then.
And is that your only encounter with lightning?
Yes, I think that's the only encounter.
Because you also were in a big hurricane in North Queensland when close to when you first moved to Australia.
Yeah, 1971, Cyclone Athia. And I was in the house and I could see the roof going one by one,
What, the planks to the roof?
Yeah, the roof was just being peeled off by the cyclone.
Mac, Mac, are you immortal? Because it seems like whoever's upstairs has been having a little go to get rid of you, and you're just thumbing your nose at him. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, and then, of course, 1974, I was in the flood.
Oh,
Brisbane.
yeah, the Queensland floods, yeah.
What is going on here? We need to get you to start hosting like a Bear Grylls survival show. What tips would you give people listening in order to survive these big events?
I think you just have to, even then, the latest one I had was in Ingham.
Oh, you did too. Yeah, the cyclone that happened recently.
Is this a fourth life or death event that you've come out on top?
It was very severe cyclone, but I survived it because I knew the tactics to use.
Which are what?
I slept under the bed.
That's the way to do it. Mac
You got to do what
Okine,
it takes.
thank you so much for joining us. You've survived lightning strikes, floods, hurricanes, and the biggest natural disaster of all, having Matt O'Kine as a son. I mean, it is unbelievable you came through these things unscathed. We thank you so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you next time.
Okay, good. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye, Dad.
That is demigod Mac O'Kine joining us there from his house in Brisbane.
I smell toast.
Yes, thank you very much for listening to All Day Breakfast today. Thank you so much to Mac O'Kine for joining us. Thank you so much to Kim from the Presets for chatting about his latest project, Phenomena. And a big, big, big thank you to Liam Hensworth for agreeing to a very exclusive interview. The only place you'll be able to hear that is Matt and Alex All Day Breakfast. And that's just because no one else would run that interview at all.
Well, look,
It's
we
not
hope
for lack of shopping it around. That's all I'll say.
We hope that you enjoyed it. And look, we'll be here tomorrow because guess what? Alex Dyson,
What?
we have got your hero is going to be joining us.
Who?
He's got little sort of like claw hands like this, rounded hands, and a very smart brown-haired Bob. It's Lego Man. Wait, Brick Man.
Oh,
Brick
what
Man.
an awful way to surprise me with the news that my hero, Brick Man, not Lego Man, will be joining us on tomorrow's show. So we got the interview.
We got hot off the press. Okay, this one will be a little bit spicier than Liam Hensworth. I'll tell you that much.
All right, great. Well, that is exciting news. I will prep myself. I will try to contain my excitement, but that is good news. A great way to finish the week, I would say, tomorrow on Matt and Alex's All Day Breakfast. We will catch you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it. The all day breakfast kitchen is closed. Got a story we need to hear? All the links are at mattandalex.com.au.
Ooh.